started on a quiet Sunday morning. I had just finished installing a new steel gate at the end of my driveway, something I'd been planning for months. The ranch stretched across hundreds of acres, and I was tired of random HOA busybodies, solicitors, and weekend sightseers treating my land like a public park. The gate was simple but strong. Reinforced posts sunk deep into the ground, an electronic keypad with my own access code, and a big bold sign that read, "Private property. No HOA access." I stood back, admired my work, and thought, finally, some peace. But of course, peace never lasts long when you've got HOA Karen around. By noon, I heard the unmistakable sound of screeching brakes. Karen's silver SUV was parked sideways across the road, blocking traffic. She jumped out in a wide-brimmed hat, clutching a stack of HOA violation notices like they were holy scripture. "What is this?" she shrieked, storming up to the gate. "You can't just build a barrier across community property." I crossed my arms. "It's my driveway, Karen. Private property. Not community anything." She slapped a violation notice against the metal bars. "Wrong. The board has full access rights to every road in this neighborhood. This gate is illegal." I smirked. "Funny, because the county office just approved the permit last week. I've got the paperwork framed on my wall if you'd like to take a look." Her face turned scarlet. "Don't you dare mock me. You think some silly permit means you can block me from checking compliance? I am the HOA president. I have the right to inspect this property whenever I see fit." "Not anymore, you don't," I said, punching in the code and stepping through the gate just to make the point. "Unless you've got a warrant, this gate stays locked." Karen nearly shook with rage. "Oh, you'll regret this. I'm calling the sheriff right now. We'll see how fast that gate comes down." And she did. Right there in the middle of the road, she dialed 911 like she was reporting a bank robbery. I leaned on the gate, curious to see how this would play out. 10 minutes later, a county deputy rolled up, and the second Karen saw him step out, she puffed up like she'd won the lottery. "Officer, thank goodness. Arrest this man immediately. He's obstructing a community road and violating HOA bylaws." The deputy raised an eyebrow, looked at me, then back at her. "Ma'am, this is his driveway, not a community road." Karen blinked, sputtering. "And no, that's impossible. We voted years ago that all roads fall under HOA control." The deputy chuckled. "You can't vote away property rights, ma'am. I've got the county maps in my car. This entire lane belongs to him. What you're doing right now, trespassing, blocking traffic, filing false complaints, that's illegal." Her jaw dropped. You're lying. You're all working together. I demand a supervisor." The deputy sighed, walked back to his cruiser, and came out with a printed parcel map. He held it right up to her face. "See this line? Everything from here to the lake. That's his. The HOA has zero authority past the county road. You step 1 foot further, and you'll be the one riding in the back of my car." For once, Karen had no comeback. She turned beet red, stomped back to her SUV, and peeled off, tires spitting gravel everywhere. But she wasn't done. The very next day, I received a letter, certified mail, no less, stating that my gate was being fined $500 per week until it was removed. It was signed by Karen herself. I laughed, filed it neatly in a folder labeled harassment evidence, and drove straight to the county courthouse. By the end of the week, I had a restraining order against Karen that barred her from stepping foot on my property or sending me bogus fines. When the sheriff's office served her the order, she apparently threw such a tantrum that she got cited for disorderly conduct. The icing on the cake. A month later, Karen tried to run for re-election as HOA president. Her opponents plastered the neighborhood with flyers showing a picture of my shiny new gate alongside the words, "This is what Karen calls illegal. The county calls it private property." She lost the vote in a landslide, and my gate, still standing strong, keypad shining in the sun, a daily reminder to Karen and anyone else that my ranch is off limits. Permanently.